Hi everyone. So I was trying to get a blog done last night and it just didn't happen. It was a rough day, it was a long day, and by the end of the day, I had done a few other things and just didn't get a chance to get my thoughts on paper. So rather than trying to get them down on paper today, I figured I would just come to you on video. This is something new to me. Just looking at myself here, those stupid little lines are always there. Anyways, so I'm outside with my little poocher over there who's out sniffing around, and I have a little piece of paper here to kind of keep me on focus because I tend to just ramble on, but there's a few things I wanted to get out. So the last few days I've been working on my PTSD blogs, and it's draining, not gonna lie. It takes a lot out of me. It brings up a lot of memories, kind of a few triggers thrown in there, and it just takes its toll on me, which I didn't really fully grasp, I don't think, until this morning. So okay, we're gonna go for a little walk because I'm not sure where he's gone. So anyways, yeah, but it's also important too, even though it is hard on me, it's important, I think, to get those out there because it's important for people to realize what it's like living with PTSD. It's important for others to know that they're not alone in their, crazy thoughts, the way their mind starts to spiral and spin. And yeah, so that's why I'm doing this. So we're just going to take a second here and pause while I grab this little beaner. Come on, bring this little guy back. So, yeah, so anyways, I realized that by about 7 o'clock last night, it was time for me to call it quits and be done with the day. I had been craving ice cream all day, so went to the local little dairy bar that's opened up here now, and it was packed. The parking lot was packed, and I got a bit panicky, but I really wanted that ice cream, so I went to go inside, and it was just way too busy. I felt super paranoid. I felt like everybody was looking at me. I felt like I had 18 heads, and I just had to leave. I turned around and I came back home and went to bed because I knew I was done for the day. My mind was tired, and I slept okay last night, and I woke up this morning and really still kind of had that same spinning going on, the same spiraling negative thoughts that I had had from the few days before, and just really putting my mind through a big workout. So, sorry, he's off wandering again. Okay, so back on track. So I woke up this morning and, like I said, I wasn't feeling all that great. Still had just whatever that is about me that wasn't peaceful. And I went to post my good morning post on my Facebook page because I find that sort of helps to at least give me something positive in my day. And as I hopped on my phone, I had an Instagram message saying that I had been nominated for a blogger recognition award. I'm like, that's kind of cool. I have no idea what this is. So I went and read up a little bit more on it. And I'm going to give a huge shout out here to Chasing Those Daydreams. Feel free to check it out. I'll put a link in this as well where you can check out that blog. And a huge thank you for recognizing me and my blog and throwing it out there and nominating me for this award. So back to where was I? So yeah, the last few days have been really difficult. I want to share a little bit more about what I've been through and what it's like with PTSD when you start to dig into it. Like I mentioned before, the triggers, and your mind just starts to lose focus on anything positive. You start to question your self-esteem, you start to question your self-worth. For me, it's almost like there's a big clear piece of plexiglass that kind of comes down around me, and although I can see things around me, I don't really feel anything. I'm just kind of going through the motions, And that's kind of what it's been like the last couple days. I can say I've still done my yoga routine. I've still done, a couple of those things I've made a priority for self-care. But even still, I'm just going through the motions. I wasn't really getting a whole lot of real benefit out of it, except for the fact that I was being productive. So you get to a point where your mind is just being consumed with negative thoughts. And everything I was doing, I felt like I was causing grief or stress or upsetting somebody with everything I did or said. And it's miserable for people that have to be around me. And then that just makes you feel worse. Again, I'm just going to pop down to my notes here again and see, because I know I'm missing something. Start to blame yourself for everything. You have negative self-thinking. You kind of question what your purpose is, question, just everything. And I remember back a few years ago, this was the start of a really bad time. I would usually end up not being able to get out of the house. I would end up in bed for days, if not weeks on end, and I would just spin and spiral into bad, dark places. And I slowly, over time, learning to recognize this. I recognized it yesterday that that's where I was starting to go, and know that I'm not going to give up and not going to let those negative thoughts keep me back in bed. Sorry guys, I know this is probably really distracting moving around. But anyways, so I woke up this morning and thought, okay, somehow this has to shake. And I found another post, something about leaving yesterday in the past and just focusing on today and staying in the moment. So that is my theme for today, is to just take it one step at a time and, get through the day. So for those of you that have taken the time and read some of my other blogs, and for those of you that are out there kind of struggling with your own head and wondering what's going on and how you're going to get through this, and you're questioning everything you're doing, just stop. Stop for 1 second, take a breath, and tell yourself that you are stronger than whatever those things are in your head. Tell yourself that it's okay to have a moment. It's okay to take some time to breathe, to do your yoga, to go for a ride on the bike, to do whatever it is that's okay with you, even if it's just pulling over to the side of the road if you're driving and taking a big breath. Just know that this is going to pass and you are going to be okay. You're not alone. Reach out, talk to a buddy, find a blog, find something to read. Just don't feel that you're struggling alone. And yeah, so this has probably gone on long enough, and I appreciate all of you that have taken the time to listen and are following me on this journey. And it means a lot to me. It's a huge support, and a big shout out to those close to me, those in my life, my wonderful kids, my fantastic fiance, for always standing by my side even when I am so hard to be around. If you've checked out my life through dirty lenses, you'll understand what I mean. It's hard to be around somebody, but just try and remember that they're trying to, even if you might not see it. So I'll sign off for now. Have a fantastic day. Do something for you. And thanks for sharing some time with me, guys. Love you all.